Hi, Tony Vega. It's Aussie Villain. Yeah, mate. Well, you say Tony smashed, but actually the reason I'm calling is that, well, Tony not smashing very much. Yeah, mate. Well, the thing is that that's all you really do. So, yeah, well, you show me Tony smash in Toledo, and Tony can come back to Detroit. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Detroit. It is Season 3 episode... No, it's not. It's Season 8 episode 3 today. We are going to be facing the New York Yankees and, well, it's not going very well. And I feel like one of the reasons for that is Tony Vega only hitting 7 home runs. And so he's been sent back down to AAA. He can show us what he can do down there. And if he can do it, then he can come back. Otherwise, we may have seen the last of him. He puts in extra time in the gym. He is unthinking. Literally, all he says is Tony smash around the dressing room. And he's not doing that. So when that's all you offer is home runs, and you're not really doing it at a level that makes you worthy of keeping around, then, you know, we've got to make changes. So I'll show you the changes that we've made in just a second. But before that, I do need to thank a couple of new members, channel members, Will and Damien. Thank you so much, guys. Now, this is extra special because they also Patreon supporters. So, guys, completely unnecessary, but greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. And I do need to thank a Patreon supporter who has actually upped their pledge, I guess. So, Thomas Kovac, thank you so much, mate. Again, greatly appreciated. But yeah, I mean, as I've said before, if you enjoy it and you're able to, then the content that is, then all the links are in the description, or the join button's just down below. But otherwise, just watch the ads. It's absolutely fine. Now, let's have a look and see how we've gone here now that I've got that out of the way. And we can go to the schedule and we can see that it's not, as I say, it's not gone particularly well. We left off, of course, with this loss to Texas. We played the Rays. You can see we just kind of stopped hitting, and it's kind of, for the most part, the sort of the story of the season so far. We won 2 tight ones and then got a little bit of a blowout, but never scored more than 3 runs in any of the games. We played Boston. We won 2 of 3. A little bit better this time with the bats. But yeah, you can see it seems to be the way, doesn't it? If the bats show up, the pitching doesn't, and vice versa. We then went and played the Jays. Now, we won the first game of the series in Toronto, but over to May, and we lost the next 2. And May, as you can see, has been a little bit of a struggle. We only won 1 of 3 against Kansas City. We won 2 of 3 against the Twins. We only just lost the other one there in extra inning, which is a little bit annoying. The White Sox absolutely smashed us, including a 13-0, which is disappointing. And you can see there, 11-6 in the 10th. The 10th inning got a little bit out of control there for us. Then we almost went a week without winning a game because Oakland won the first 2 of a 3-game series. And then in game 3, we finally broke it, scoring 10 runs, which is obviously very nice. San Antonio, again, we just didn't quite get the job done. We only won 1 of 3. Now, the game we did win, if we go and have a quick look here, it was essentially just down to Urbina. You can see we had a couple of good innings there, got off to a good start. The 7th inning kind of killed it off for us. But if we look at Urbina, he 6 RBIs. Was it 2 home runs? 2 home runs, 6 RBIs of the 8. I mean, that is dominance, isn't it? And extra nice here was Andrew Walling, who managed to pitch a complete game. He has struggled a little bit by his standards anyway so far this season, so it was very nice to see him getting a complete game under his belt and the win as well. But yeah, the rest of that series, a little bit of a disaster. We've hosting New York. We lost game 1. We've won game 2. We come down to the money game here, and well, we just need to win, just get ourselves back into that sort of winning way. Now, if we have a look at the overall standings here, it's not a complete disaster. We are still joint top of the AL Central, but we sort of wasted, in a way, what was a very good start for us. The wild card race, if it was to come down to that, we're in it right now. But again, early days, we were May 22nd, so still a long way to go in the season. In terms of league leaders, CJ Abrams has taken his spot at the top of the division for stolen bases, and then that is just about it. We've just not quite been able to keep going what we've been doing. Manoah, shockingly, how was he winning games? He was terrible for us. All right, now let's go and have a look at some of the numbers we've been putting up. And, well, it's not been bad, but it's not been particularly good. Now, Eknes has a minor injury just now. It's like a 2-week. I think it was actually a day-to-day injury, but for a starting pitcher, I just put him on the DL, or IL, sorry, so that we could get somebody else in. So Contreras has come into the starting rotation for 1 or 2 starts, and Hines, who we've seen before, he has come back in to sort of fill in the bullpen. Now, a couple of guys that are having rough times and are sort of testing my patience. Mike Ruff, again, is not having a great season. The thing that is keeping him in, if it gets over here, his FIP is not too bad. He does have a positive WAR, so I'm not going to get rid of him just now, but he's been a little bit on the high run conceding side for a while now. And Sawyer, who's come back in, he's here to replace Holden Powell. And again, he is just not showing what he can do in terms of ERA. But again, his FIP and his WAR is positive. So again, I don't want to judge people too early, particularly relievers. You know, they have one or two bad inning, and it can really hurt them for inflate their numbers for most of the season. So yeah, it's okay without being anything more than that, I'd say. And then the hitting side of thing, it's again a little bit on the hot and cold side. Now, Childers has been absolutely brilliant. He actually won Rookie of the Year for April, so that is brilliant. He is hitting the ground running. Other players, now we brought in Brandon Lowe. He is an older gentleman. I'll show you him in a second. He has basically come in to replace Vega, though here whether he's doing a decent job of that or not is questionable. Yeah, Xavier Edwards has been struggling a little bit, as you can see, and James Wood as well. So there's going to be, I think, some of the youngsters coming in, and I'll show you who we're thinking of bringing in momentarily here. But Brandon Lowe is the new man in the lineup. Now, we've not seen him before. We signed him as a free agent to a minor league deal 2028. So what's that? Last season, and he's not really, he is kind of just like a Tony Vega, to be honest. He doesn't have the gap power, but he does have the good eye and discipline. So he's brings leadership to the clubhouse as well, which is obviously nice. So we will just see how he gets on, and if it doesn't work out, then it's fine. We'll just ditch him off, and at 34, it's not gonna affect us too badly. So yeah, we'll see how he gets on. He can play right field, he can play second base, more or less. Though I think we'll be looking to him as the DH. Now, in terms of players that we're going to look to bring back in, Chris Ford, or bring in, I should say, he is just kind of waiting in the wings. He's not done particularly well in AAA, only batting .238, on-base percentage of .277, and he's making the step up from high A. So I'm more inclined to just let him stay here for the season, or certainly most of it. But this is the guy that I'm thinking we might call in. Now, he, again, has come up from A-ball all the way up to AAA, but he's batting 336, on-base percentage of .413. Now, he has just come back from injury. He would have come in instead of Lowe, to be honest, but he was injured at the time. So I just want to give him a little bit of time to see how he comes back from injury, but I do think that Val Dorvinus, possibly even by the time we get to next episode, will be a Major League Baseball player. But that is just about everything caught up on, so let's go and check the lineups for this game against the New York Yankees. On your feet, Detroit, as tonight's starting lineup takes to the field. At first base, it's Arul Vera. At second base, it's C.J. Abrams. At third base, it's Xavier Edwards. The shortstop is Jose Lopez. In left field, it's Mydell Urbina. In center field, it's Troy Childers. In right field, it's Kyoto Takazawa. The designated hitter is James Wood. The catcher tonight is Blake Hunt. And tonight's starting pitcher is Andrew Walling. Jesus, these matchups do not look good, do they? All right, so let's have a look at this. We've got Abrams leading us off at second base. Childers has moved up the order to bat second in center field. Vera bats third at first. Urbina is cleaning up in left field. And one of the only matchups we win, James Wood, designated hitting this one. He is he's batting 5. We've got Takazawa in right field batting 6. Edwards in third base batting 7. Hunt, the catcher, bats 8. Lopez, the shortstop, bats 9. Walling's on the mound for us. Not having, as I said, a great season by his standards. JP Sears is on the mound for them, a left arm, which is why the lineup maybe looks quite a bit different to what it usually would. He's got a 4-2 record this season, ERA of 369, a whip of 142. So he's having a good year. Walling is not, but let's hope that we can sort of spin form on its head here and get the win. So Walling on the mound, Vegas batting .202 so far this season at the plate, and yeah, here we go. Yeah, I just want to do the thing off the top for the members and the Patreon increase, just so I didn't forget to do it. But yeah, just a massive thank you. I've been really lucky, especially with the membership, starting that up with I think it's 4 people now that have joined up with the members. So again, thank you so much for that. All right. What I should say too is we got Torres coming in now, betting 259. If anybody can think of anything for the membership that they'd like to add as a perk, I'm all ears. Just let me know in the comments, and I can look to do that. So we've got 2 down now for Rojas at the plate, and that is popped up. It's going to be an easy catch, and we are successfully through the top of the first. So let's go have a bat. Abrams will lead us off, batting 277 this year. He has got his 200th career double since last episode, and he strikes out there. It's not a contract season for him either, so I don't know why he's batting so well. Childers comes in, batting 311, and like I say, having a wonderful season, and that continues as he gets it into left field for a 1-out single. He is, well, he's Rookie of the Year right now if the season stops, that's for sure. It is Vera to come in now. He is batting 273 this season. There goes Childers, and he gets there. A 7th stolen base of the season for him. Now can Vera drive in a run? A 2-1 pitch, a 2-0 pitch, sorry. He gets it into left field. Childers comes around. He scores. An RBI single for Vega. And we have taken a first inning lead. Urbina now batting 237. He grounds it down the third base line, and that should get Vera over to third, I would hope. It is a double, yes. And with 1 away, runners at second and third now for James Wood. Now, James Wood, we traded the Yankees to get him. He's only batting 194, and he does do okay against the left-hander. He's driven in a run there, though by circumstance than talent, you'd say. So it is 2-0. Takazawa now. We know he does hit a lefty quite well, and he's popped that one up, though, into right field, and that will end the inning, but not before we jump out to a 2-run lead, which is very, very nice indeed. And Walling will come out now to face Aaron Judge, batting 243 this season. It's a 1-2 pitch. And Aaron Judge has made it 2-1, has he? Yes. Well, that's a little bit disappointing, isn't it? A 12th home run of the season for him. Only 385 feet. It didn't look completely gone off the bat, but he did enough, didn't he? And that's a bit disappointing, to say the least. Boslin comes in now, batting 248 this season. It's a 2-2 pitch on him. And that is up the middle. It is through, is that the shortstop? It must be, over second base. And so we have a base runner at first for Lamonte Wade Jr., batting 317. It's a 1-1 pitch on him. And that is deep into left field again, and it is gone again. And Walling, it's not the Walling we've come to know and love, is it? Our 2-run lead has turned into a 1-run deficit. And, well, there still isn't an out in the top of the second. Volpe comes in now, batting 239, a 1-2 pitch. And Walling needs to dust himself off here pretty quickly, or else he is going to find himself out of this game in disgrace in the second inning, I would imagine. So runner at second with still no one out. Alec Thomas to the plate, batting 245, a 2-2 pitch. And another ball that is hit. This time, thankfully, it finds a fielder's glove, and that is 1 out. Runner stays at second. Matthew Nelson in now, batting 244. A 1-0 pitch, another ground ball, and just tag him. He was right there. Anyway, it's out at first. 2 down now. Can we end the inning? Vargas comes in. He's 0 for 1 today, and that should do it. Vera has it, and Walling covers the base. And a bit of a disastrous top of the second. We are 3-2 down now. Xavier Edwards will lead us off, only batting 196. Though he does do better than that against lefties. And he has got that into left field for a leadoff single. And we know that he can steal a base as well. He has 12 of them this year. Blake Hunt comes in now, batting 277. And he was on a hot streak for a while and really, almost, you'd say, carrying the lineup. And he's found a little bit more of that form as he hits a single into right field. Edwards gets himself over to third. So runners at the corners with no one out for Jose Lopez, batting 234 this season. He watches a 2-2 pitch to strike out. Bringing CJ Abrams back in. He is 0 for 1 today. It's a 3-1. Abrams draws a walk, loads the bases with 1 away, and it brings in Troy Childers, who is 1 for 1. And Troy Childers gets it into center field. That's going to drop in. It's going to score 2. And Troy Childers with a 2 RBI single. Still just the one away. Runners at first and second. We have the lead back, and Vera is at the plate. He is 1 for 1 today already with an RBI, and that might be a double play, is it? Yes, it ends the inning. But 2 more Tigers cross the plate. We're back in front. Walling to face Torres, who is 0 for 1 today. A full count and a leadoff walk. In will come Rojas, who is 0 for 1. And that is going to drop in, is it? Yes, it is. And the runner will stay at second. So, again, a terrible start to the inning. And I'd be getting Walling off if it was me now. Aaron Judge, who hit a home run last time up. First pitch swing. Judge hits it very well into center field. And, well, we're going to be at least tied. I dare say we're going to find ourselves behind. No, it's tied. And Walling's got to go. LaRudd, get him out of there, mate. It's not his day. He is throwing this away. And Boslin, who is 1 for 1, steps in. And he throws a wild pitch. And it's turning into what looked like it was going to be a wonderful, wonderful season. The first month is just turning into a bit of a nightmare all of a sudden. And that is going to be another run across the plate. We're going to be 6-4 down. We score 2 runs, they score 3. It's ridiculous. And there's still no one out. Walling, go. Thank you. Walling is just had a disgusting day out, hasn't he? 2 innings, 6 earned runs. It brings Seymour in. And Seymour has not got off to a much better start, has he? Oh, it's back there. It's a good catch. A really good catch by Wood out there. So that... Oh, it's Takazawa. I don't think Wood would have got to that, actually. So 1 away, runner at first. In comes Volpe. Volpe pops 1 up. And that will be 2 away. And you do wonder, I mean, the signs were there for Walling, weren't they? We just had to take him out of the game a little bit sooner. So we end the top of the third, 6-4 down. Urbina will lead us off. He's 1 for 1 today. It's a first pitch swing, and he gets hit, which seems unnecessary. So he'll go up to first. It'll bring Wood to the plate, who is 0 for 1, though he did drive in a run, and this time he might be into a double play. Run, Wood. Just has enough to beat that. So 1 away, still man at first for Takazawa, who's 0 for 1. It's a first pitch swing. Takazawa, that will be a double play, surely. No, that is also just 1. So nothing has advanced. Edwards to the plate. He is 1 for 1 today. Edwards grounds it to the shortstop, which will end the inning. And we continue to be 6-4 down. All right, Nelson steps in. He's 0 for 1 today. It's a full count, and it's a walk to lead things off. Vargas, who is 0 for 2. A first pitch swing. Vargas gets it through, does he? He gets an infield hit. It didn't quite get through, but there was no play there. So again, we're just giving base runners before we get any outs. It's killing us. There's a strikeout as Torres is caught looking. So there's 1 away. Rojas comes in now. He's 1 for 2, and that gets away, does it? No. Blake Hunt does a decent job to knock it down. So it's a 3-1 pitch. And it's another walk to load the bases for Aaron Judge. Excellent work, guys. Excellent work. He's 2 for 2 already, Aaron Judge. And that is going to make it 3 for 3. He's going to drive in just the 1 run to make it 7-4. But I can't decide if Mike Ruff will come in now. Well, this is not the man we want to see with his form so far this season. ERA already over 6. Loaded bases, 1 out. And that might be a double. We get the man at the plate, and we get the man at first. All right, Mike Ruff. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. So that could have been so much worse. But yeah, I was going to say, I can't work out if it's our pitching has been bad, or maybe just the Yankees' bats have just really shown up today. It's difficult to know, isn't it? But certainly Walling is just not having a good time of things right now. It's 1 away. We've got Lopez at the plate, and that is back to the pitcher, and Lopez beats it for an infield hit. So 1 out, 1 on. And it's CJ Abrams, who is 0 for 1. Walked last time up. There goes Lopez. He's not the best base stealer, but he gets there on this occasion. And can we drive in a run? We just need to chip away at this if we can, can't we? And no, Lopez watches... who are you? Abrams watches strike 3. Childers comes in. He's 2 for 2. 2 RBIs already today. It's an 0-1 pitch. Come on, Troy. Troy Childers, he's done it again. 3 for 3. It's going to drive in a run. He is going to round second, go to third for an RBI triple. So it is 7-5 now. And Childers is 90 feet away. They changed their pitcher now. It's a right-hander, Connor Brogdon. His ERA is 3.44 so far this season. Vera at the plate. It gets away, and it is 7-6 as Childers comes across the score. All right, Vera, you might as well swing for a fence now, mate. It's 3-1. Can he get himself on base? Come on, Errol. He just can't quite get it past the first baseman. But a good fourth inning for us. We pull back the lead to 1. It's 7-6. At this rate, this is going to be anything, this score, isn't it? Maybe it's just neither team pitchers are showing up. Maybe it is just a good day to bat. But there's the first out. In comes Volpe to face Ruff. It's a 3-1. Mike Ruff gives up a hit into center field. It's over the top of Childers out there. And it will be a one-out double. What we don't want to do is it's just... Runs are coming every inning for both teams, aren't they? We've just got to stop that from happening, obviously. That's the point of baseball, isn't it? But you know what I mean. Alec Thomas infield fly. That'll be 2 away. And Nelson now with a runner at second and 2 out. It's a 1-1 pitch. It is hit into center field. Childers is there. And that'll do it for the top of the 5th. Can we get this lead back? We're only scoring in 2s. Look at that. That's funny. All right, Urbina. He's 1 for 1 today. I think he got a walk the other time. He got hit, didn't he, last time he came in? This one is skied straight up. And it is caught by somebody in the infield. 1 away. James Wood now, 0 for 2. It's a 3-0 pitch. Get yourself on base here, James. He does. And the go-ahead run will now come to the plate in the form of Takazawa, who doesn't hit righties as well as he hits lefties. There goes James Wood. And James Wood has stolen another base. He's not a good base stealer, is he? He's really not. It's unbelievable. Anyway, it's probably only his second of the season, and we've seen them both, it is. So he's really not doing that on a regular basis. But Takazawa gets himself on via a walk. So 1 out, 2 on now for Xavier Edwards, who is 1 for 2. A 1-1 pitch. Xavier Edwards, that's not a great piece of hitting, but it advances the runners nonetheless. So runners at second and third for Blake Hunt. If he can get a ball into the outfield, we'll take the lead of this game. And he doesn't. He strikes out. And we'll go to the 6th. We are still a run behind. Vargas comes in to face Ruff. Vargas 1 for 3 today. Of course, the problem we have now is Ruff notches up a strikeout, is that we've very much got a batting lineup in to face a lefty. And not necessarily the right players in now to face a right-handed hitter. For example, I'd love to get Brandon Lowe in the lineup now. But obviously, I guess we could, but it's not up to me at this point. I wouldn't mind getting Garcia in for Edwards either. But anyway, we have Jose Lopez to lead us off. He is 1 for 2 today, a 1-0 pitch. Lopez pops it up and will be caught by the center fielder for 1 away. It'll bring in CJ Abrams, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. It's a 2-2 pitch. And Abrams strikes out. That is 3 strikeouts for him, 2 away for Childers, who is 3 for 3. A first pitch swing. Troy Childers grounds it to the shortstop, and, well, he can't do it every inning, can he? So not a great inning. It seems to have settled down the bats now. It's going to be Sawyer coming in, another man that needs to show he can do it, basically, at this level. He's going to face Judge, who has smashed out pitching all over the place. And Sawyer has been able to get a pop out of him into right field for 1 away. All right, Boslin now comes in. He is 2 for 3 today. It's an 0-1 pitch. A ground ball to the third baseman, over to first. That is 2 away. And it brings Lamonte Wade Jr. in, who's hit a home run already today. He's 1 for 3. It's a 3-1 pitch. 2 out, no one on. And it is a walk. Volpe, who is 2 for 3. Can we end this inning? It's a full count. We can. Sawyer does well. We stretch. We are 7-6 down. All right, welcome back. Vera will lead us off in the bottom of the 7th. He is 1 for 3 today. A 1-2 pitch is grounded to the third baseman for the first out of the bottom of the 7th. In will come Urbina. He is 1 for 2. It's a 3-1. Urbina draws a 1-out walk. Tying run is aboard. The go-ahead run at the plate is James Wood up against Sefajan, who is the new pitcher. James Wood, can he come back and haunt his former team, the Yankees? No, he cannot. And it brings Brandon Lowe in now. Okay, this is the man I wanted to come in. Now, he's coming in for Takazawa, which is absolutely fine, to be honest. And, well, he's batting 174, but he does do quite well against the lefty. There goes the runner. He gets there. Obina with a 9th stolen base of the year. Now, can Brandon Lowe drive this run in? It's a full count. He walks. 2 on, 2 out. It brings Xavier Edwards to the plate. Now, he's unlikely to hit a home run, but can he get a ball into the outfield for us? It's a 1-1 pitch. Come on, Xavier. Oh, it's not going to do it, is it? Run, Xavier. No, he's out. So we go into the 8th. Still 7-6 down. Sawyer continues to Thomas, who is 0 for 3. Can we keep the 0? It's a 1-1 pitch. That should do it. Sawyer off the mound over to first. 1 away. All right, Nelson now, who is 0 for 2. A first pitch swing. Nelson grounds it to Lopez over to first. And there is the second out. Vargas to Sawyer, who, credit to him, so far has done okay. Vargas is 1 for 4. That is popped up. Childers is there. And I missed if Lowe stayed in the game in right field or not. I'm assuming he did. Yeah, he did. So that's fine. Blake Hunt will lead us off in the bottom of the 8th. He is 1 for 3 today. It is a 2-2 pitch. Come on, Blakey boy. No, he strikes out again. That's a few strikeouts for him today as well. Another new man, Darzon Hernandez, who is going to face the pinch-hitting Matt Molino, who is batting 233. He's coming in for Lopez. Let's see what old Eminem here can do. He has hit it well, but straight to the center fielder. That is 2 away. CJ Abrams will come in now. He is 0 for 3. I think he did get a walk at some point, but that is going to be 4 strikeouts today for him. That is just not a day you want to have at the plate, is it? Indigo Diaz will come in now to pitch for us. ERA of him this season of 147. He's going to face Torres. It is an 0-2 pitch. And it is a strikeout. Nicely done by Indigo. And, oh, he's been booted out of the game. He must have said the magic word, which I'm assuming is I don't think so. Rojas comes in now. He is 1 for 3. What is the magic word? Is it... I'm assuming the F word? Are you mother effing? I don't know. What's it take to get thrown out of the game of baseball? Let me know in the comments. All right. And I wonder if... Is there a word that is just so say... I don't want to swear because, you know, advertising and whatnot. As, Diaz has done well there. But is there a word where it's just like, right, that's it, you're gone? Or is it all sort of within context, I wonder? Childers will come in. He's 3 for 4 today. He's essentially carried us. Can he get a lead off something to get on base here? And get that tying run aboard? He has got it to third base. That is not going to do it. And we are 1 down. We need a run in the bottom of the 9th. Vera, who's 1 for 4, comes in. It is a 2-1 pitch. Errol Vera grounds it to the second baseman. And that... Oh, he's dropped it! Well. Tying run is aboard. Go-ahead run is Obina at the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. And Obina, that could be a double play. Oh, it is. And the Yankees have beaten us. So such a strange game, that one, wasn't it? Because both starters absolutely stunk the place out. And then it sort of was all the pitching after that. But... not a good day, not a good season so far for Andrew Walling. I'm sure he will come back. Is there such a thing as a sort of a Cy Young hangover? I don't know, but well, we need him to come back, don't we? Because he has been so good for us. But last year's ERA under 3, this season's ERA 5.5. That needs to come down, doesn't it? We need to have a little bit more of a crossover there. But anyway, that'll do it for today. A 21-game hit streak ends for one of our farm players. And yeah, so that'll do it for today. We have fallen... No, we're still joint top. 1 game ahead of the Twins. So the problem is that it's all trending in the wrong way, isn't it? And that, as I say, that is the issue. Now, we will be back next time. Let's come back for this game against KC. Let's get a little bit further into the season, shall we? We'll get a better idea of All-Star voting at that point as well. So we'll be back for a game in Kansas City. If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. And we just got to hope that this turns around very quickly. Take care.